Kelly Ripa claims that her husband, Mark Consuelos, has developed a new addiction. In a recent Live with Kelly and Mark show, she discussed this and said that their marriage has improved as a result of the new obsession. When they revealed the new interest, though, this might surprise you. This is the new preoccupation of Mark Consuelos, and Kelly Ripa explains why she believes it has made their marriage better. A new obsession for Mark Consuelos. Mark Consuelos has a new addiction, according to Kelly Ripa, who made this claim during a recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark. However, she enjoys her new fixation. It has had a positive impact on their marriage, according to Kelly. Since the couple is constantly searching for methods to strengthen their bond, this is always crucial, Kelly says. Golf has become Mark's new preoccupation. Mark then expressed gratitude to Kelly for letting him watch the last weekend's 16 hours of the 2025 Masters tournament. "I can't get enough of golf," Mark remarked. "I watched the Masters. Thank you, Kelly, for allowing me to watch 16 hours of golf over 4 days, not allowing me, but not objecting to it." Then, when he discussed Rory McIlroy winning the Masters, Mark started to display his passion. Kelly laughed at this and made fun of Mark. Kelly told Mark, "I feel right now probably about how you feel when I talk about anything else. I don't know what was said because I heard caddy, icing him out, and all the other words. It resembled a fog of sorts. I into a slight daze." Kelly Ripa explains how their marriage is benefiting from this. He was praising her for this, which Kelly Ripa found funny, adding that she had her own life going on. She stressed that she didn't have time to be annoyed by Mark spending 16 hours in front of the TV because she had other things to do. Via Hello magazine, Kelly remarked, "You don't know everything that goes on while you're watching golf." Mark implied that Kelly used this alone time to purchase online when he said he was watching attention and saw additional packages arriving at their house. It appears that Kelly is able to indulge in one of her favorite activities because Mark is preoccupied with golf. At this point, Kelly Ripa informed Cameron Matheson, a guest, that Mark's fixation with golf had improved their marriage. Cameron, who co-starred with Kelly and Mark on All My Children, claimed that the one sport that actually improved the marriage was golf. How do you feel about Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa discussing his golf obsession? Do you think it's funny that Kelly believes his distractions from her shopping habit have improved their marriage? Do you understand why Mark first became so fixated with golf? In a world where celebrity marriages often dissolve faster than last season's TV shows, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos continue to break the mold. Their decades-long romance, built on laughter, passion, and a little healthy obsession, seems to only be growing stronger with time. Now, in a revelation that had fans swooning, Kelly is opening up about the unusual secret behind their marital bliss. Mark's undeniable, unapologetic obsession with her. Honestly, Kelly said on a recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, raising an eyebrow and grinning mischievously at her husband, "His obsession with me has been a game changer for our marriage. He literally can't get enough of me, and I love it." The audience erupted with laughter, and Mark simply smiled, giving a knowing shrug. "Guilty," he said, "and proud of it." Kelly and Mark's love story began in 1995, when they met on the set of All My Children. Within a year, they eloped in Las Vegas, beginning what would become one of Hollywood's most enduring marriages. But after 28 years together, the couple says the fire hasn't just lasted, it's gotten brighter. In a backstage interview following the show, Kelly elaborated, "Mark is the kind of man who sends me texts just to say how beautiful I looked that morning, or he'll walk into the room and compliment my laugh. Who even does that anymore?" She paused, laughing. "It's almost suspicious how obsessed he is with me, but I've decided not to question it." While the word obsession might raise eyebrows for some, Kelly clarified that in their case, it's a loving, supportive kind of fixation. "I don't mean he follows me around the house with a camera or anything," she joked. "But it's the little things he's always noticing me, like really noticing me. After all these years, I'll catch him watching me from across the kitchen like we just met. It makes me feel seen every day. Mark nodded in agreement. I don't get tired of her, he said, turning to her with a sincere smile. She's still the most fascinating person I know. How could I not be obsessed? The couple, never shy about discussing both the highs and lows of their marriage, often emphasize emotional well-being and mutual validation as key to their longevity. Kelly explained that Mark's attentiveness has helped her through phases of self-doubt. There have been times, especially during the pandemic, where I didn't feel my best, she admitted. But he made me feel like a goddess even in sweatpants and a messy bun. Mark chimed in. That's when she's at her hottest, honestly. The studio audience melted into laughter and applause. It was clear this wasn't a performance, it was just them. Mark's obsession has also taken on humorous forms that fans of Live adore. From spontaneous kisses during commercial breaks to overly affectionate selfies on vacation, their PDA has practically become a character of its own on the show. I remember we were in the Hamptons, Kelly recalled on air, and Mark couldn't stop snapping pictures of me in this big floppy hat and beach cover-up. I looked like a sunburned librarian, but he kept saying, "Your art. I'm obsessed." Mark defended his behavior, smirking. I stand by that. She looked like a very fashionable sea nymph. Of course, Kelly is no stranger to being equally obsessed with Mark. In her best-selling memoir Livewire, she wrote, "When he walks into the room, I still feel it, like a magnet pulling me toward him. Sometimes I forget we've been married for nearly 30 years. That's how much he still excites me." During a podcast appearance earlier this year, she doubled down on that sentiment. "We have moments where I'll just stare at him doing something mundane, folding laundry or drinking coffee. And I think, God, how did I get so lucky?" Clearly, Mark's not the only one with hard eyes in this relationship. At home, their playful dynamic continues unabated. Their children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, have often teased their parents for being too into each other. "Our kids are constantly like, get a room." Kelly laughed during a February 2025 episode of Live. But honestly, if we're embarrassing our adult children, we must be doing something right. Mark agreed, adding, "We try to model affection and respect. If that's weird to them, I'm okay with it." If you've ever watched Live with Kelly and Mark closely, you'll notice a particular look they often exchange, somewhere between romantic and conspiratorial. It's the kind of glance only people who share decades of inside jokes and late-night whispers can give. "We know each other's quirks so well," Kelly said. "Sometimes I can feel him laughing at me without even turning around." Mark added, "She'll say something on air, and I know exactly what moment she's referencing from, like 2003. We've lived so much life together, it's like one endless, funny, sexy inside joke." In an industry where carefully curated images often replace authenticity, Kelly and Mark offer something rare: genuine connection, complete with humor, obsession, and imperfection. "It's not about being the perfect couple," Kelly said in a recent interview with People. "It's about showing up for each other over and over again." Mark shows up for me in every way. Mark echoed that sentiment. "I'm obsessed because I choose to be, every single day. That's love." So yes, Mark Consuelos is obsessed with Kelly Ripa. And far from being problematic, that obsession has helped anchor a marriage that continues to inspire. It's not about grand gestures or magazine spreads. It's about complimenting your partner on a Tuesday afternoon. It's about remembering the small things, finding beauty in the mundane, and falling in love, again and again. As Kelly put it with a wink, honestly, if your spouse isn't a little obsessed with you, are you even doing marriage right? And just like that, America's favorite couple keeps winning, one smitten glance at a time. Please share your opinions in the space provided for comments below.